Hey everyone, this is Humphrey Chung again with Router Gods, and in this video I'll show you how to do some basic router configuration. So in the last video I showed you how to take two routers, connect them, and ping each other, but there's a lot more to do when you actually start playing with the router. So there's about 5 to 6 commands that I always do when starting off with the router configuration. So I already have my two routers that I left off with in the last video, router 0, router 1. We got our IP addresses 1.1.1.1, 1.1.1.2. At least this is what we have labeled. They both have fast Ethernet interfaces. I'm into router 0, which is the first router. We've already loaded up the terminal. We've hit play and we've gone into the terminal window. Let all of our interfaces calm down. Okay, we hit enable, config T, host name. Let's do R0, that's not a big deal. Okay, so first thing you want to do, give it a host name. Second thing you want to do, gotta do this, no IP domain lookup. Very important command. What this does is if you mess up typing in a command, you're not going to sit there for 30 seconds waiting for it to resolve a domain name that doesn't exist. So no IP domain lookup. Alias function. Okay, this is sort of like a keyboard shortcut for the router. So we do alias exec. Then I'm going to do S. And I'm going to make, every time I type in S, I'm going to make it do show IP int BR. Show my IP interfaces. Hit enter. Do alias exec. Make another interface thing there. I'll do SR, short for show run. And let's see, what else can we do? Do alias exec. What else can we do here? I think that's it. You get the point. It's alias exec, the shortcut you want to use, so S, SR, SB, whatever you want, and then the command you want it to take the place of. Okay, then we go into line con 0. This wonderful command, logging synchronous. What that does is whenever a system message pops up, it doesn't kill you if you're typing, so it makes a new line instead of cutting off the line that you're in. And I'll show you that when we start doing other configurations. Okay, logging synchronous, and another command I always do, no exec timeout. So you're working on a router, you don't go back to it in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you'll always stay logged in. Now in real life, you definitely want an exec timeout of maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depending on how secure you are. I've seen some companies with a exec timeout of 30 seconds. That's kind of extreme, but depends on how secure you want to be. Okay, so that's pretty much it for what I do. A lot of this stuff you can put into a notepad document. So a nice trick, especially for you guys who are going into the CCIE exam like I am. When you do your configs, if you're doing like 8 routers, you'll do something like alias exec s show IP in BR. So that's what we type there. So I'm going to just make a bunch of alias commands. Okay, blah blah blah. Yeah, you get the picture. And then I would go into each router, go into the config mode, and copy and paste all that stuff into each successive router so I don't have to type. And really, after you start practicing and start getting good with Cisco IOS, a lot of us will be able to type in the whole config in Notepad first and then copy and paste into the router. Don't worry if you're not to that point, you'll get there, trust me. Okay, so let's see if this alias actually works. We exit out of there, or we can end. Okay, so notice here, we've got our system message. It's very clean because it makes another line. Doesn't interfere with our typing. That's from the logging synchronous command. Let's see if S works. Hey, we typed in S. We get everything there. SR, this should give us show run. And it does. So our aliases work. Alright, so this was a video about doing a simple pre-configuration of the router, basic commands. So alias commands was one of the things. Logging synchronous was another one. No exec timeout, so you don't get booted out of the router. And of course, setting the host name. Thank you very much.